Hey, good people. Thank you for tuning back in. Today, I want to talk about the 1989 San Francisco earthquake. Um, what's strange is I almost did this post Saturday, and had I done that, it would have been a day before San Francisco's earthquake. So I'm actually glad I didn't do that. But hearing about this reminds me of something I wrote about on my blog back, I think, at the end of 2013, maybe early 2014. Since I've been studying gematria, I've come to learn some very interesting things about the 1989 earthquake, which happened during Game 3 of the World Series. It was the Bay Area Series, Oakland Athletics versus San Francisco Giants. And if you've never seen one of my posts before, I talk about something called gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words as invented by Pythagoras. Please check out my other videos if you've never done this before. It might seem like Looney Tunes if you're not familiar, but I have some good explanations out there, and you'll come around and you'll see this is a legit system. So anyway, let's start with the word earthquake. Earthquake in gematria sums to 44. If you've never done this before, you might be going, okay, E is 5, A is 1, I see that, but how is R 9? Well, R is the 18th letter, 1 plus 8 becomes 9. So we do that for every letter in the alphabet. T is 20, so 2 plus 0 becomes 2. H is 8, so it stays 8. Q is 17, so 1 plus 7 becomes 8, and so on. So anyway, then we sum earthquake, it sums to 44. Well, look at the word beneath it. The word kill in gematria sums to 44, plus it has the 11 and 9 next to it. Look at that. What do you think about with 9s and 11s these days, huh? The word military also sums to 44 in gematria, as do words like officer and sheriff. The date of the earthquake was Game 3 of the World Series on October 17th, 1989. And if you're not familiar with baseball, it comes from the sport cricket, which has a gematria of 33, and cricket was actually the first and oldest sport played, professional sport in North America back in the early days of, I think even before the United States was fully established. So cricket has been here for a long time. 33 word. In Pythagoras' system gematria, he said a name should sum to 33, and if you look at the word name, it's N-A-M-E. That's 14 plus 1 plus 13 plus 5 sums to 33. With the reduced method, the phrase codename sums to 33. Just like words like rock star, words like Clinton and Bill Gates. Not by accident, people, but those are other posts. Anyway, so October is the only month of all 12 months that has a 33 gematria, and that's probably a tribute to the Romans, because the Romans used to have a 10-month calendar, so I think there's something there with that. Anyhow, in numerology and in finding life numbers and numbers that correspond with you, there's this practice where you just sum your month and day as a number. So 1017 for October 17th is 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 equals 9. Baseball is a game of nines, if you did not know this. There's 9 players on the field, typically 9 people in the batting order. All right, so the year 1989, another practice in numerology. You just sum the year and make it a single digit. 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9 sums to 27. 27 sums to 2 plus 7, which equals 9. If you sum the whole date, as on the screen, it sums to 36. 3 plus 6 equals 9. The exact time of the earthquake was 5:04 p.m. local time. 5 plus 0 plus 4 equals 9. Maybe you've heard of HARP before, the High Active Aurora Research Project, which has had that name since the military took it over, before even I was born. So it's older. It's older than me. It's older than what you're looking at here on the screen. It's older than this earthquake. HARP supposedly uses extremely low frequency waves, which were supposedly discovered by Nikola Tesla. The reason I use words like supposedly and whatnot is because, honestly, people, I don't know what's true anymore. I have figured out that we've been lied to, and I'm showing you how these lies exist. The problem with discovering these lies is it makes you realize, well, what exactly is true? And I don't have all those answers, so we got more work to do. But anyhow, HARP, this High Active Aurora Research Project, supposedly shoots these extremely low frequency waves up into the ionosphere, where they do experimentations on what these waves do. It's said that the waves bounce back to Earth, and in high enough concentrations, they can cause significant energy and theoretically cause tectonic plates and fault lines to be triggered. If you do a research on this, you'll find, if you go on YouTube and search for this, you'll find a guy from Oregon who's a geologist who uses extremely low frequency waves in his research, because people in fields who work beneath ground, they use these waves in low dosages, kind of like the way a dolphin uses sonar. They shoot them down, and the noise that bounces back will tell them what's beneath in terms of minerals, oil, natural gas, whatever they're looking for. This guy, anyway, has explained that one time he did it, and he's almost certain he caused an earthquake. So he wanted people to be aware of the dangers of this. And then if you read about what Tesla said about these extremely low frequency waves, he said that they had the power to split the earth in two. So going back to this 3347 significance, sorry, wrong thing. The fault line that was activated during this World Series was the Loma Prieta. The word Loma is 14, and the word Prieta is 33. I think it's about 2014 right now. Maybe it was due for a re-triggering. Loma Prieta sums to 47. 47. And again, if you've never watched one of my videos, I talk about the numbers 33, 47, and 74 more than any others, because they're coded into so much of our society, from our nation's birthday to state names to the periodic table to the hurricane scale to a million more things. It's crazy. Watch my post, subscribe. There's a lot to learn here. If you think I'm nuts, watch one more video first. I'll persuade ya. Anyhow, look also at San Andreas, the other fault line in California. Look at what it sums to. This is not an accident. This is not an accident. The people recognized the significance of these fault lines, and they gave them this very special gematria. Special. The first book in the Bible, Genesis, sums to 33. As we all know, Jesus was crucified at 33. And baseball, we all know about the diamond, right? We all know what we call the infield. We call it the diamond. Diamond is another 33 word. If you think that's a coincidence, the diamond trade was established by the Rothschild family, and they put a man named Cecil Rhodes in charge of it. The name Rhodes sums to 33 in gematria, and yes, that's what the Rhodes Scholarship is named after. Not an accident, people. These are the rulers of our world. So, back to this. Look at all these nines up here. Game of nines, earthquakes happening with all these nines. We got the 33s, we got the 47s. We got all their numerology in this thing. And it was the third game of the World Series. Also, to date, this is the only earthquake that has ever been captured on live television in this way. What it made me think of after this year's 2014 Super Bowl was, okay, first we need to go back in history. In the year 1966, the Church of Satan was established in the city of San Francisco. That's not anything against San Francisco. I love that city. I'm just saying that's a fact. Since then, the Church of Satan's headquarters have moved to the Clinton neighborhood of New York. The gematria of Clinton is 33, and if you look at the name Clinton, it traces back to the original governors of New York. New York was originally established as New Amsterdam on February 2nd, the 33rd day of the year. If you look at Bill Clinton, the president, he was not born Bill Clinton, he was born Bill Blythe. His father was murdered May 17th, 1946. If you add up that date, 5 plus 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 6, it sums to 33. Probably not a coincidence, and probably how Bill Clinton, part of the story of how Bill Clinton got to be the president of the United States. There's some sick stuff going up here for these elites. So let's close by listening and watching how this all really went down.
Kansas City against St. Louis. So the Giants tonight will be sending Don Robinson to the mound, and for Oakland it will be Bob Welch, and there's no designated hitter in effect in the National League Park. Let me turn now to Tim McCarver. Timmy talked in Game 1. The final score was 5-0, but there was a key early play involving Terry Kennedy dropping a...
Tim McCarver sums up to 49. That number has to do with big money. Also, MC in Jewish gematria, M is worth 30 and C is worth 3. So MC, like Mick, is 33.
Will Clark, the batter. The Giants have not had the lead in these two games. A 3-2 count, a split finger fastball by Mike Moore, pounced on by Terry Steinbach, the Oakland catcher. But look at the tough throw that he had to complete the play with Brett Butler running between him Fast forward to the bottom of the fourth inning. Dave Parker barely by inches just misses a home run. Candy Maldonado with the hesitation, allowing.
All right, I just got to pause for a second. Did you guys hear the pitchers' names for this game? Don, D plus O plus N sums to 33. That's 4 plus 15 plus 14. And the other pitcher is Bob, which means his name is Robert. Robert is also a 33 name in Gematria. And did you just see who hit that bomb to the 330-foot corner? Parker. Parker, another 33 name. There's a lot of 33 on every sports field if you pay attention. And it'll make you start to wonder, because most names aren't 33, but you see them show up a lot in professional athletics. All right, let's keep watching. And also, let's see if this guy's safe or out. Pay attention. Watch what the ump calls. He's Parker. He's a 33, by the way. Oh, look. Jose Canseco wore number 33, and there's number 39 for number 33. Oh, boy. So just before the earthquake, the last thing you saw was a highlight of Jose Canseco, number 33, crossing the plate, number 39 sliding in. He should have been out. I'm an actual umpire. He was out. He was not safe. But they called him safe because that's how it is in sports. 33s always get the treatment. Peace out, people.